So I feel like I've I'm kind of stuck because I get paralysis of indecision a lot at the minute. That's something that we like. I think we're not used to having this many parts of us all in one place, all trying to compromise on what we do, and it's taking some time to learn how to navigate that without going into freeze or like indecision paralysis, or things like that. So it happens a lot. So the current one right now is we're actually on chapter 8, managing emotional flashbacks. That's what I've started with. That's what I feel is relevant. We've gone through several sections of that, and we're now on to this section that looks totally irrelevant to me, which is just more on self-medication. I'm not saying irrelevant, because we do self-medicate, like arguably the addiction to tea and coffee alone, periodically we've had to quit addictions to other substances like weed and alcohol and codeine, so it's not irrelevant, but I feel like we've done so much work on delayed gratification and impulse control, and learning to get to the core of why we abuse substances in the first place, being our inability to self-soothe and gain comfort and like a breath internally. And since we're working so hard on that, I feel like I don't need to look at the symptom to that, but I want to read all of this chapter. Okay, alright. I don't think it's going to be particularly relevant, but I'm going to read that bit anyway. Alright, so more on self-medication, 155. Another clue about being in a flashback is an increased use of primitive self-soothing techniques. Oh, I really need to smoke, I really need a drink, I really need a sip of coffee right fucking now. I relate. Many survivors learn early in life to manage their painful feelings with food, distracting activities, or mood-altering substances. No idea what you mean. Mm-hmm. Over time, alright, go on. I know it's really, really like tough work to take on all of this and see what it means, and like I know this is a lot. Thanks for helping regulate shit while I read through this really intensive literature that very much affects us on every level. Well done for reading it. Pretty impressive. Thank you. Okay. Over time, self-medication can become habitual and dissolve into substance or process addictions. With self-medication, I believe there is a continuum of severity that stretches from occasional use on one end to true addiction on the other. For many survivors, self-medication is a matter of degree. An especially strong urge to use more substance or process than normal is a powerful clue that you're in a flashback. With practice, mindfully noticing a sudden upsurge in craving can be interpreted as the need to invoke the flashback management steps. Moreover, I see many survivors gradually decrease their self-medicating habits by effectively using these steps. I could believe that because, like, we've since we quit smoking and we upped our other methods of self-soothing, like we tried to do more art, we tried to do more journaling, we tried to vlog more, we tried to express our feelings more, we try to self-soothe and comfort each other with gestures of affection and like hugging each other. That we were pretty chronically starved of displays of affection like that, since it was all warped to so many of us, and we didn't have like modelling for a lot of demonstrative platonic affection, I guess. So like upping that and unhooking that from being triggering in various ways has really helped. And I noticed that moments where I'd like really feel like, you know, craving oxygen, like I'm craving a cigarette, I need it, like I need to breathe. If we just had some like headphones and music, comfortable duvet, and just lay and chilled and held each other, and I think probably especially the younger parts in this system, and it's like I could breathe and the urge to smoke just fucking evaporated. So I believe that. Easy. Easy. I mean, I believe the link easily.